Well, hi, I'm Jay Escobar, escobarj.com. This video is part two to how to be more positive every day. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, we talked about feeling it to heal it, feel it to heal it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and post a link to that video right here. Also, go ahead and post it down in the description below. But today, what we're going to talk about is the next step in the process of how to feel it to heal it. We talked about the process and I guess the theory behind feeling it to healing it. But how do you do that? Well, the way you do that is through meditation, prayer, and declarations. And this topic is very close to me because the way I used to go about things, and I think a lot of you can relate to this, is the way I used to process things and process negative emotions and negative energies and negative outcomes and experiences, I would either stuff them down or bottle them up inside. I would use other unhealthy outlets like music. Although music I felt like was a good outlet for me rather than other outlets. There's negative music out there that I was very into, and the lyrics were negative, and a lot of the things were negative, and I related to that and negative energy because of the negative experiences I had been going through. And so naturally I was attracted to those negative things. And other ways that I coped with those negative experiences or energies was obviously stuffing it down, bottling it up inside, not talking about it, ignoring it, or using substances, using different vehicles to numb the pain, so to speak. Alcohol, weed, marijuana, partying, friends, relationships, anything that I could get my mind off of the actual negative instead of facing it head on. And so once I learned how to do these meditating, praying, and declarations, it really, really changed my outlook and really changed how I went about things and how I felt things and how I changed my demeanor. And it's affecting every single part of my life now in every area. So I want to talk to you about first meditating. And this is an important topic, and one that's been one that I've come to love very, very much, especially as of late. And the way you feel it to heal it is through meditation, is because meditation allows you to feel in the present moment and to practice mindfulness, consciousness, and awareness. And when you can stop focusing on the future, like anything you fear in the future, and then you stop focusing on the past and your negative experiences of the past, and you just focus on living in the present moment and feeling in the present moment, that's how you can allow your body to fully feel those negative energies or negative experiences or circumstances that you're in. And how can you feel it to heal it if you're constantly bombarded with thoughts of the past and fear of the future? And the answer, obviously, I just said, you can't. And that's why meditation has come so close to me, because it's allowed me to get past hurts out of my body and my mind and my spirit. And it allows you to live presently and to feel that negative energy and to release it. And that's the keys. Once you feel it to heal it and you allow yourself to release that energy, you feel so much more open. You feel so much better about yourself. And the next step from meditating is to pray. Get on your knees and give thanks to the divine creator. And praying will put you in a state of gratitude. Giving thanks and appreciation to the divine creator is going to shift your mindset from yourself, and it's going to shift it to a higher wavelength energy, a higher energy. You're going to be vibrating at a higher energy. And when you're vibrating at that higher energy, you're more attractive, you create more abundance. And you actually, what you'll notice is, and this has really helped me, because when I was younger, I used to feel alone a lot. And that's how depression can sink in, is if you feel alone too much, and you feel like no one's there for you. When you pray and after meditating and you pray, you feel, you don't feel like you're alone. You feel like something or someone or some energy is there with you constantly, like watching you in a good way, or being present with you. And when you connect with that source energy, you recognize its power is actually always there with you at all times. And that takes away that feeling of like, man, I'm alone. Nobody wants to be around me. Even if you are physically alone, or, you don't have any friends around you, you're just feeling down. You know what I'm talking about. You just don't really get that feeling anymore because you know that there's a higher energy out there and you're connected with it. And when you're connected with it, you don't have that, oh, I'm alone, and self-deprecating thought process. And the other thing it does is it helps you vent any frustration instead of ignoring it or bottling up that negative energy. What you can do, one thing that I've done is, if I'm feeling down, or if I'm feeling upset, or if I'm feeling negative energy, like usually in my solar plex is where I feel my negative energy, or I feel anxiety there. And I can even feel positive energy down in my gut, or like my solar plex area, my diaphragm area. If I'm feeling that, I breathe. And the other thing about meditation is breathing through your belly and up back through your spine, and repeating that process and really taking in full breaths. And that will allow you to feel that energy. But when you're frustrated or you feel that negative energy, when you pray, you can actually vent that frustration to source energy. You can vent that frustration to the higher energy, the divine creator. And you'll notice that you'll feel better because you'll feel like someone's listening to you, even though you're just saying these things and you're speaking them in your mind. Or you can, when I pray, I speak out loud. I don't speak like I'm speaking to you now, but I'm like, I'm almost like a little higher than a whisper. And when you vent that frustration, you vent those negative energies, it allows you to open yourself back up and to really be in your heart energy and to be open and willing to receive. And that's really important, is being open and willing to receive in your life. A lot of people have a hard time with that concept. And the last thing, after you meditate, after you pray, is to make positive declarations, to declare your intentions, and a lot of people will call this affirmations, but the difference between an affirmation and a declaration, an affirmation is something that the little voice inside your head will doubt you on. Because if you're affirming something, you're saying that something is true already. If you're declaring something, you're declaring that you will be something, or you are going to do something, or you intend to do something either now or in the future. That's the difference. And that's something the little voice inside your head can buy. When you're affirming things, like if you're having problems with like your weight, or if you're having problems with your looks or something like that, and you're saying affirmations like, oh, I'm so attractive, I'm attractive, I'm happy, when you're really not, I'm fit and thin when you're not, that the little voice inside your head goes, no, you're not, no, you don't. It doubts you. So those affirmations, while they can be somewhat effective, what I've found is that declarations are much more powerful, because you're saying, I intend to feel good. I intend to be good looking. I intend to lose 10 pounds. I choose to be a good listener. I choose to be happy. I choose I intend to be open and willing to receive your love. Things like that will really help you to take your focus and shift it from your negative thoughts and your negative feelings to your positive and what you want to attract and bring abundance to in the future. And when you allow yourself to refocus on these positive things and to attract those things into your life instead of the negatives, you're going to put yourself at that higher wavelength. And again, what you focus on expands. When you're constantly focused on what you want to create and attract and be in your life, that leaves very little space for negative energy, self-deprecating thoughts, that victim mentality, etc., and allows you to focus on the things that you actually want to attract in your life, and the abundance. like attracts like. That's why when I was telling you earlier, when I was practicing not good habits of, like stuffing down feelings, ignoring them, sweeping them under the rug, I was had this negative energy inside of me, and it was building and building and building. And so naturally I was attracted to outlets that meshes with those negative energies. But when you release those negative energies and then refocus and reshift that frame to positive, you're going to attract positive things to you in abundance, actually. And that's the power of this process that I'm teaching you and talking to you about, of meditating, praying, and declaring your intentions and the things that you want to attract in your life. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, visit my website at escobarj.com. If you have a story you'd like to share, email me at escobarj.com. If you'd like to book a coaching session, you can do it there as well. Also, if you'd like to make a donation, you can throw me a 5-spot, 10-spot, $15, $20, $1, whatever it is you feel is worth the value of the information in this video or my other videos. And at the very least, do me a favor and share this video or any of my other videos with your friends and family, any social media platform out there. And that is my purpose, is to share this with as many people as I can get it out to. So I hope you're always learning, always growing, and always pushing forward. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.